Nobody heard the reference. I didn't even hear the reference.
It's a Winnie the Pooh reference.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said together forever. It's a very long time, Pooh.
Why?
What are you doing, Liam? Get out of here. So it looks like the Marines are moving out against the Zerg. The infestors are burrowed, and they're gonna unburrow. Obliterated the Terran force, and that's how fast a supply difference can go away. And it looks like Gold Talon taking a 30 supply lead in less than a second. That was utter obliteration, and it was amazing to watch. I've never seen such destruction in so little of a time, and infested Terrans hobbling around as if to flaunt the victory.
Banelings, oh.
And Banelings saving the day, plus infestors.
Although he's going to send those Zerglings in.
Zerglings going in,
attacking
intercepting reinforcements. Someone was not paying attention, but it looks like he is saving one in this bunker. But that was
unsieging to kill those.
That was a very cost-effective trade for Gold Talon, and scouting the supply lines, I suppose. While Muta's coming out for Gold Talon, it looks like he's ready to bring the fight home to scoring fire. Going to stop taking it and start dealing the damage. So
now my co-host is a robot, and I can't speak.
Are the mics? Okay, the mics aren't working anymore, so it looks like we're back to old school.
Hello, yep, we are out.
They never did anything in the first place, apparently, so, we're doing this hardcore old school. Yes.
Hello.
The siege tanks lining up. It looks like, Scoring Fire, taking his defeat, is going to, settle for defense and, his third expansion. And Scoring Fire doing some heavy harassment, taking out mules and SCVs in the gold, keeping that from getting saturated. Shut up. Why are you here? Okay, so...
Well, he did clear up that gold field and then moved back, but with those missile turrets, I think...
Yeah, the missile turrets are going up now, and that's definitely going to do a lot to stopping these mutalisks. And they're probably going to go up in every... Well, forget I said that. So, the muta harassment is still an open field. The Banshees, I imagine, kind of stopped with the harassment, because as the game progresses, they do find themselves less and less cost effective. Although mixed into a unit composition like this, they would probably do a lot of good, but now that mutas have found their way into the mix, I changed my mind. So we have a very heavy tank composition for Scoring Fire with a much lower focus on Marines than he previously had. He's certainly learned his lesson. Yes, indeed. Well, Gold Talon, not doing a very good job of saturating his bases, but on the other hand, not doing a good job of saturating or spending his minerals either. So
he could honestly lose all his bases and still be okay.
Yeah, he has money to rebuild. With a shift command, it looks like he's going to be passively harassing, but seeing the missile turn quickly like that turns. And we're not even speaking into the mic, and it's happening. So, no. So, there's yet another base going down for Gold Talon.
So he can get more minerals that he's not going to use.
Well, he does need the bases for his progression to Hive, which has already occurred, and we are seeing Broodlords now.
Oof.
Or at least Corruptors, and I can't help but feel they're going to be Broodlords. But while he does have extreme amounts of minerals, it is going to be hard for him to crank out the Broodlords, seeing as how he's spending it all on Infestors and Ultralisk then, and now he has 180 gas. But he certainly could use those extra Zerglings against.
And Scoring Fire now has Thors. Thor is here.
That one has Thors. Yes, the Thor is here, and Arnie is ready to do some damage. Now there's two of them. You don't know what to do when there's two Terminators. I would run and hide and beg for mercy, but that's just me.
Or they just fight each other.
Which seems to be a problem with Terminators in the future days. So, Gold Talon
lots of air.
Has a strong air composition of Corruptors and Mutas, but there's nothing to corrupt other than Medivacs.
And I think those Thors are just going to tear those air units apart.
Yes, the Thors are certainly going to tear apart.
Yes, Broodlords.
The lighter units of Mutalisks and Corruptors, but the Broodlords are coming in one at a time, and with this less smaller focus on Marines, they are going to be able to do a lot of... and the tanks dealing so much damage to the Marines, and the Banelings rolling in, but the tanks are shelling them away. That could have been great, but it looks like Scoring Fire is keeping on top of his stuff. Gold Talon could be able to take this game with some heavy corrupt Broodlord play, but now I feel like Scoring Fire is probably going to take this opportunity to transition into Vikings in the very near future. But we haven't seen that yet, so I'm not going to say it's happening. But
would Broodlords would be a good choice, or not Broodlords, Battlecruiser?
Battlecruisers? Those are very expensive, and given his mineral income, those might actually do a lot for the Terran. There are a lot of options available for him here.
I think
and these
Scoring Fire should unsiege those tanks.
These
before
Broodlords
they just tear
are
apart
absolutely
his own
demolishing this Marine force and just rolling in with the Banelings and the Zerglings to finish the job. It looks like this could be going very badly for Scoring Fire, despite his massive supply lead, abandoning this planetary fortress. But it looks like the Broodlords have done what they wanted to do and are taking the opportunity to retreat, regroup, regather, and oh my god, so many infestors for the Zerg. These could tear apart these Terran forces like none other.
Or they could just bounce out more infested Terrans.
That I fear will happen, but
and he has
no detection still, so this is infested Terrans. One at a time. No.
He could have. He should have.
Look at the ruins. Oh, look at glory, charred, marred, and torn apart. Hard.
He should have. Neural. What is it?
Oh, neural parasite. That could have been some clever play with 12 infestors. That would have been with 12 infestors. That could have been very strong with this extremely tank-heavy composition if he'd have microed it perfectly. But alas, it looks like infested Terrans are what we get today. And Gold Talon saturating his fourth base, and Scoring Fire has already mined out most of his bases, left with just this and his natural, which is almost mined out, while the Zerg player getting a Ultralisk, building ventral sacks, so getting Overlord drop, that's going to be good. But now he has so many Zerglings and so many Broodlords, and now that Terran is maxed, it's up to him to do something. Sitting back and letting the Zerg macro is
199 out of 200.
Yeah, it's certainly the wrong choice. But it looks like he's grouping up his units and getting ready to do something, perhaps, but he can't sit back and let the Zerg come back into this game. Oh, and the Banshee is taking out all of this base. It looks like we have nothing left, and Zerg, with no response, all of his Corruptors
becoming a robot.
Now, Broodlords, he doesn't have much in the way of anti-air, but there is a Corruptor about, but it won't be enough. Well, it will be enough to deal with a Banshee, because it can't shoot air. Your thoughts?
I think that they're playing very passive. Oh no, here comes a battle.
And here we go. The Zerglings in front, the Banelings in back, but they're busting on all the technical stuff. So now that's just going to clean up this Zerg force. But we still have the brunt of the force, the Fist of Justice, throwing down a massive fungal on these Marines, and they're just going to get torn apart by these Broodlords. And it looks like he may be able to pick them off enough to bust into this natural.
The amount of Thors he has, he's just going to tear these guys apart.
Yes, the Thors are just doing enough damage to take it out anyway. The Ultralisks, though, are cleaning up. It looks like he will be able to save the day, but he is kind of in dire straits now. He with only 200 minerals and 1 base, he's going to be hard pressed to keep up with scoring fire and his amazing amount of mules. So the macro for Terran is just continuing to pump up, and Goldtown was left with only the forces he had, and looks like he's going to be stuck with Zerglings and Banelings for a while, unable to produce much more, getting melee attacks level 3 to bolster what little he has, and this late in the game, that's definitely the right choice. But we have no upgrades for the Terran, so it looks like these Banelings are going to tear apart Marines at every turn. But still salvaging the factory units and staying alive. Terran is slowly pulling it. Oh, but the gold town, that one over there, has secured his gold and is probably looking to re-macro, building an Ultralisk den now, and trying to bring any arms he can find to bear against this massive and kind of
small
Terran force. With
they have 2 units.
Both of them have been whittled down to nothing. This is quite a... Oh no! Oh, my gold talent just throwing in the towel.
Wait, did I do something wrong?
Oh, he throws in the towel.
Nothing. He had nothing.
The game's not on Ultra.
And it looks like...
You're casting on lowest.
Yes, you did something wrong.
And
You
it looks
sacked
like...
your investors twice
I'm done.
in a row.
Yeah, besides that.
No, you are winning.
You were fine.
I love playing Terran.
So bad.
That's enough.
I know. Alright.
There's no way.
I know, I'm fixing.
There's no way I was winning.
You were okay.
You were not losing.
No, the investors, I thought you had so many siege tanks
No,
that
the
way
stream's
they
not
would
up.
just
The
blow
game
each other up, and it worked kind of. I didn't have neural parasites.
Why did you get so?
And besides, that would require my investors just sitting there.
That was a 34-minute match.
I don't know how to play Terran.
I can see that. You sat there for like
15 minutes and nobody knew what was going on. I don't know how to play Terran.
What?
Sheeta, what are you doing?
Trying to make it full screen.
Well, that's not gonna do it. Now go away.
You're gonna do it.
Alright, we have
Hold on,
to...
seriously, was I winning?
Can I have my
You were
computer
winning for a
back?
little while, yeah.
Wait, when was
Alright,
this?
Martha.
You were winning like the whole time.
No,
Like
besides
after,
the beginning.
after the beginning, you were winning the whole time, and then you sacked your investors twice.
Can I? JJ.
Because you have like siege tanks.
No.
I don't know how to play Terran.
We are ready at the casting station. Are the players ready? Fitzy.
Send them a
Fitzy.
message on the game,
Are you
Josh.
ready? Martha, are you ready? All right. Let the finals begin. Woo!
Yay!
Yay! There's like 4 fans. All
Mild
right.
cheers. Mild
I feel
cheers.
incredible. Fitzy, we open this on Lost
Yay!
Temple. Yeah!
Lost Temple.
First game of this best of 7 series is going to be on Lost Temple. Oh,
Not
God.
Lepia's Rune Temple.
Because I felt like it a month ago.
Because you don't have friends.
Nope, we're playing LT. LT is in the map pool, and we are playing LT.
1v1.
It's not worse. Neither of you are Terran. It's not evil siege tank drop land. Jeez. You'll live.
Evil Siege.